Hello YouTube, welcome to OsChannel. My name is Aditya and I'm going to give you a quick introduction on Vagrant. So guys, when you provision VM, you have to do a lot of things manually. Things like you have to set up CPU and memory, install the OS, set up the host name, IP address, port forwarding, create a user, passwordless SSH access for that user. Sometimes you have to copy some files from your base OS to your VM, install VM tools, and you may need to install your required softwares. So approximately you may be wasting around like 20 to 30 minutes in doing this stuff, and the focus gets shifted into doing these things. You can do all these things within minutes, and that's what the definition of Vagrant is. Vagrant is a command line utility for deploying operating system environments in VMs. In Vagrant, we create a Vagrant file that contains the configuration, and using that Vagrant file we can create one or multiple VMs. This also saves time, and plus you can share this file with anyone else to recreate the exact same environment. Another best thing about Vagrant is it is platform independent, so you can use it on Windows, Linux or even Mac. Vagrant also supports a lot of virtualization technologies like VirtualBox, VMware, Hyper-V, Docker and even Parallels on Mac. So let me give you a quick tour of Vagrant. Right now I have some Vagrant boxes already downloaded on my machine. So these Vagrant boxes are like ISOs that you download for installing your OS. They are like live images. Once you have these boxes, you can create a Vagrant file with this command, Vagrant init, and then you can choose one of these boxes. So let's say we select CentOS 6.8. and as soon as you hit enter, you will get a Vagrant file created in your working directory. If you check this Vagrant file, it has a Ruby syntax and it contains some basic config for creating the VM. So I'll explain you all these things in the series of videos. For now, the file is self-explanatory, and like you can set up port forwarding, public network or private network, and you can set up the hardware config for your VM. So just for the sake of this tutorial, I'll just uncomment this so that you can see the Vagrant machine being created. And it also contains a section for post installation scripts. Once this file is created, you can edit it according to your requirements and then use Vagrant up command to spawn the VM. And then this Vagrant up command will look into that Vagrant file, and depending on the options it will import the box, set up networking, set up port forwarding, create a user, passwordless access for that user, and it will also sync a directory from your host machine to your VM. And after doing all these things, by the way, this is what is being done by this Vagrant script. It is generating a VirtualBox VM for us. The virtual box is ready, and once this box is created, you can use Vagrant SSH to SSH into this machine without even knowing the IP of that machine. And you can switch to root using sudo su dash. Once you have root access, you can install your softwares and then create a Vagrant box out of this machine and reuse it further. And once you're done with testing, you can just destroy the box with Vagrant destroy command. That will destroy your VM and remove all the files from your machine. So in the next few tutorials, I'll be explaining you different Vagrant commands and how you can write the Vagrant file in order to create your Vagrant machine and create complex environments with Vagrant machine. So this was just a very simple example. You can create complex environments with your Vagrant file. So these are some examples of some Vagrant files that I have in my quick notes. You can create multiple Vagrant VMs using a for loop, or you can also create separate VMs using single Vagrant file with different configurations. We'll go through all these things in the next few videos in my series. So to quickly recap, what we did was we first created the Vagrant file, and then we edited it, and then using Vagrant up we brought up the machine, then we did Vagrant SSH, and once we were done with our testing and learning, we did Vagrant destroy to remove the machine. So it took hardly 4 to 5 commands to set up an entire operating system in like 5 minutes. So guys, that's all for introduction to Vagrant. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos on Vagrant.